somebody upset. I was watching the reading, and she said something about the definition of a whole or something like that. The hold on. Talking about a whole is somebody who get a pussy away for free, and you got a whole bunch of friends with benefits and all types of stuff like that. No, Shuddy. Hold on, cause I ain't got my other phone cause it's crack. Let me see if I can look up the definition. But when you don't have the knowledge of what you're doing and you see nothing wrong with it or something like that, blah blah blah. First off, when you go with the flow, there's nothing that you can expect because a motherfucker could portray themselves as this, that, and the third all day. But once you get to know somebody, then you will know the true them. So until you know the true them, you feel me? You're not gonna know if that's your masculine. So you give people the chance and opportunity to prove themselves. Whether you open your pussy up to them on the first day, this, and the third, or nothing. So the reader suggested that she would rather receive something like have sex with a nigga and get paid. That's your opinion, but you don't talk down on the next motherfucker for them living the way that they live. You feel me? If you feel some type of way about what somebody said about people, that's their opinion. Okay. And yeah, it touched me because she was listening to everything and saying it, and it's a way that you give your message to people, because when you start talking down on them or you coming at them or you trying to little girl them, you talking to them like telling them what to do type stuff, you don't know. And they could hide behind the camera all day. They're not showing their face. They're not doing none of that. So you cannot sit here and say what another person can do because that's your opinion. You can't, you feel me? That's like if I was to sit here and say, you feel me? People do not get under my skin at all, but I will tell you about yourself all day. It's not my fault that the words that come out of my mouth rub you the wrong way. But there's a way that you approach people if you want to respectfully have your opinion about them. But no, all types of stuff like that. You can't take what somebody says and run with it. She talking about, oh, I would rather da 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 da. At least I know my worth. Put some value on that shit. You get mad. I'm not getting mad at the next bitch for selling her pussy. I'm getting mad at the bitch for spreading rumors that I was out here selling my pussy for this, that, and the third, and blah blah blah. Tell me something. Well, you should, because these niggas ain't giving you nothing because this, that, and the third, blah blah blah. Because of the lifestyle that they live and the trust issues that they have and all this and the third. So if I link up with a nigga and I have sex with him and that's that, okay, cool. But if I link up with a nigga and I have sex with him and then, or we start hanging out with each other and this, that, and the third, and they get to know me and then they feel me like on a personal level, all types of like that, or whatever. And they realize like, okay, you do value yourself. You can give niggas pussy all day, but when you see that that's the only thing that they want and it's friends with benefits, you have the decision to move around or whatever, or start charging. But because I'm not one to sell my pussy because I don't believe in that, fuck you talking about, that's my opinion, I'm not going to do that. And I'm not judging or talking shit about the next bitch, because yeah, I got numbers behind mine, but at the end of the day, I still value myself enough to realize that what I was doing back then was friends with benefits. You don't understand that because that's not my intentions. My intentions were to link with this nigga, you feel me, this, that, and the third with this nigga, da da da. But that's not how it went, because I realized quickly that there was only friends with benefits. So I moved the fuck around. And if I move on to your friend, your brother, your whatever, that's what the fuck I'm gonna move around to, because that's what my energy is being pulled towards. And when I realized like, oh, you only want me because your partner was talking about me and da da da, and now you want to taste and all type of sorts like that. You feel me? And then it's saying like, if you want to give it away for free because you ain't, because I could take care of myself. I don't need money for my, that's devaluing yourself. If you want to speak in my opinion, you feel me? Like, but the only reason why motherfuckers was defending motherfuckers that sell pussies because they've sold pussy before. Thomason, why you talking down on the motherfucker that did this, that, and the third? You got numbers behind you and da 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 da. Why is you picking up on my energy? Why do you feel some type of way? Like, what the hell? Like, Shorty, I don't know you or none of that stuff. So why is you taking what I'm experiencing in my life personally. You feel me? Don't sit here and spread rumors about a motherfucker and then get mad when they defend themselves. Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, I was with such and such, and we got a train ran on, or we had a threesome, or da 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 da, and now you got this motherfucker looking at me like, oh, you into threesome? You like girls? Or I don't want to be with you. No, I'm gonna speak my piece, defend myself, and say, hell no, I don't do that threesome shit. That shit is nasty as hell. Da 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 da. Motherfuckers want to call me boring, I'll be boring. But don't ever in your motherfucking life say that I'm a hoe, because I would rather give myself to a nigga and then find out, putting that value on myself to know my worth, to know that this is not what I want. I don't want the friends with benefits, even though I might open my legs to you the first day, this, and the third. But that's because my intentions is that when I sleep with you, you're mine, you're this, you're that, and all the third like that. Like, so maybe I should slow it down, get to know a person, see how they move, this, and the third. But you feel me? If I'm just trying to, you feel me? I'll be your friends with benefits until I realize that it's only benefits, and or whatever. Like, it's not even friends with benefits. It's just being there for somebody, connecting with them sexually and all types of stuff like that. And then realizing that it's friends with benefits and then moving around, because that's not my intention, is to be your friend with benefits. But because I'm not no hoe, I would rather stay there and be your friend with benefit until I find the next nigga that is going to take me serious. And you know it, because your energy is telling you, like, okay, this, you feel me? Like, what you're asking for, he has, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's your masculine. So you got to take your time and see. But like, how are you supposed to know if you never see? And it's like, well, don't open your legs, this, da, 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 da. Like, but bitch, what the fuck?